And we're back for another episode. In this episode I'm going to be unlocking big fishing. Now to do that you need to come to the Fisherman's Guild here in Lower Limsa Lominsa and talk to Sispu, who will explain to us what big fishing is and what it involves. So the quest is called The Beast of Brewer's Beacon. So it says a salty stalwart is the acting guild master Sispu, but today she seems distinctly disrate. There you are, Mithrie. Where you been? Somebody tell you about the big fish? No, I don't mean him. Wawa Logo may be the guild master, but he's more the big lugworm than the big fish. In fact, he calls you the best fisher in the guild. That's why he wants to see you. Some scholars raising a hue and cry about a giant fish that needs catching. Refreshing, isn't it? It's actually serious business for a change. What will the morrow bring? Sharks spilling from the sky in a spectacular shower of scales? Oh, don't look at me like that. I am the acting guildmaster after all. You'll find Wawa Logo at his usual spot at the docks. Might as well hear what he has to say. You're not like to lose by it, and I've surely had a bellyful. Okay, so just running out here to talk to the other guildmaster, let's say. Now, for now, as of patch 2.2, big fishing is only available for levels 1 to 15. But it will go up in future patches. So anyway, here's Wawa Logo. So he says, Aselin the adventurer arrives with alacrity. Mithrie, this fellow you must follow. He is learned in law and wise in the ways of Yerms. Yes, I am called Aselin, and I am indeed learned in law. That is to say, I study legends throughout Eorzea, legends of what common man might call giant fishy things. I recently came across an ancient document which made reference to something called the Nepto dragon. I should explain that by dragon the ancients probably meant a giant fish, or possibly a shrubbery of unusual colouring. It's usually one or the other. But my Nepto dragon was no plan. For this book of 3 notes, it was twice man-sized, that is to say twice as long as a Hjers is tall, and tore through the hulls of trading ships with its mighty teeth. Did it ever live? Does it still? One thing is certain, if I were to find its home waters, it will not be I who hauls the mighty monster from its depths. I haven't the fortitude. To clarify, I fear water greatly. Even standing on this pier tests my will to do its limits. But this is why I am here. That I might petition the aid of one such as yourself who harbours no such fear. Terrifically told and totally true, he came to Wawa Logo, this learner of law, but he found this fisher had faults. Too old am I to make after this monster of myth, though I do think that I am not completely diminished of my dotage. Or do you doubt it? I thought to myself, Mithrie's a game one game guppy, the best of the bunch, barring myself by the bream. Now then, on the old ones. I saw that flinch and the furtive fitting of fingers to some folksy charm. Suffice to say, I speak of a fish grown great in gloomy green depths. You've heard chatters about these woolly wizards of the water, I am sure. But chatting is not catching. More fishers have heard the history than have hooked the hidden heavyweight. So now, if what this learner of law tells is true, this Nepto dragon will need a fisher who can fish an old one to order. So it falls to you to prove your prowess, pretty please. Master Wawalogo, you've caught your share of these elder, that is to say old ones, have you? Was that a quip or a question? A quick query to yourself, if you please. Why even ask when the answer is clear? Of course I have caught an old one. Notice I stress the singular. Even the master fisher of all Eorzea finds the old ones a heaving handful of hell. Where to begin? Where to begin? Aha, the Titanic sawfish, an enigma to entertain even an electric expert, or electric, whatever. It enjoys a certain infamy in its immediate environment, shall I say. Other fish of its fraternity flip at their fins and flee from it. You can find the Titanic sawfish in Cape Westwind. You must mooch the monster if you're primed to pull it, and Cold Culture's companion will coach his corrections. Now, ready the reel, coddle the creel, use a lugworm and catch a Melfor gobby. Melfor gobbies are the only fish bait to bag the best. Mooch with it to net a wahoo. Now, you must maintain the mooch to manacle a Titanic sawfish. A pissy Pisces is the Titanic sawfish, not a drop doubt about it. Only appears when all aligns, the hour, the weather, the welkin's colour. Should you net the Titanic sawfish, no nugget of knowledge will I deny. I had much opportunity to observe old ones from an Omaic, and you shall learn every detail. No easy feast, I know, but mine eyes have seen you master that Mendekios marlin of Mazzelai, and that makes you a fisher second only to Wawalogo. Okay, so what he's basically said is that we need to use lugworms at Cape Westwind in order to catch one fish, and if you catch it high quality, you can then mooch it to catch the Titanic sawfish. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to go to my retainer, see if I have any lugworms. If not, I'll just pick some up from a vendor, and then take it from there. So anyway, with my retainer. Now, bait, when you're doing fishing, bait is extremely important because the bait affects what fish you catch. So if you use the wrong bait, you'll be wasting your time catching the wrong fish. And you might catch nothing if you have the wrong bait in the wrong area. So let's see. Do I have lugworms? It seems not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly head back to the Fisherman's Guild, and I'm going to see if they sell lugworms. Now, in order to unlock big fishing, you have to be level 50 in fishing, and I've finished the level 50 quest already, which I have. If you want to see my fishing videos, then feel free to check under the... Oh, apparently they don't sell anything here, never mind. Yeah, check on my YouTube channel under Professions and Crafting to find it. So let me quickly check on the website where to get lugworms from. Okay, so I need to buy it from someone called Sineal Hill at 611. They said so, 611. So it's one of the vendors right here. So let me quickly teleport back to Hawker's Alley, and I can buy it from one of the vendors. I'll pick up like 200 of them just in case. Hopefully it won't take that long, but you know, never know. So let's see. this guy here, Fieldcraft Supplier. So I want lugworms, here we go, 99 of them. There we go. So just quickly double checking this. So it says, say take a lugworm to Cape Westwind to catch a Mithrie gobby, and then perform the fish wielding to net a wahoo. Another round of fish wheeling or mooching, if you must, will allow you to get your hands on a titanic sawfish. So what it's basically saying is I'm probably going to have to mooch twice in a row to actually get there. So anyway, let's go now to Cape Westwind. The quickest teleport to get to Cape Westwind is to go to... actually, no, I tell you even quicker way. From here, you can take this... go through this ferry dock, and this will take you straight to Vesper Bay. And then from Vesper Bay, you simply run north. So here we go. Ferry to Katia, Vesper Bay, yes. Only 80 gills, so very cheap. It's cheaper than teleporting to Horizon. So Cape Westwind is one of the camps that you can of the Garlean Empire that you go to as part of the main scenario quest. I will not say more than that in case you haven't actually got to that part of the story yet. But know that all the monsters in the area are level 50, so I will be taking advantage of stealth in order to get through the area without being seen. Because it allows you to fish in peace, that rather than having to constantly worry about monsters aggroing you when you're in your fishing gear and you can't fight back, you can just be stealthed and carry on fishing there as long as you like. And I will be using this food as well, this apple tart, to slightly increase my perception. I have already got the maximum perception I can possibly get right now, which is 255, but I think once I start looking at the new primary tools which have been introduced in 2.2, hopefully it'll make getting these items even a little bit easier. So obviously in order to fish here I'm gonna have to, you see how many people here are fishing, so okay, so let's equip the bait. So we want lugworms, and let's fish. So we simply wait for this to move, and then we press hook to bring it in. I am going to go into stealth mode quickly, so I'm going to quit, do stealth, and then fish just to make sure I'm not disturbed. You can see here plenty of people fishing. Okay, so I forgot to use my food, so I'm going to quickly use a food. Make a little bit of difference. Yep. Now, I know fishing is not for everyone, but I personally find it fun. It's just something fun to do from time to time. There's obviously quite a lot to do right now that is more important than fishing, but I just wanted to see what this new system was about. Now make sure you don't press hook too early, otherwise you will just lose the bait and you lose the fish. And it's especially important because if you were to get a high quality and mooch it and then mess up the hook, then you have to start again from scratch. So really make sure you only press it when it starts moving. The weather's kind of gloomy here in Cape Westwind right now. It's usually when the weather is better, like, there is a really awesome view off this cliff. Well, you would have thought at my level catching a level 3 high quality would be easy, but it's all RNG, so we just have to wait for it to happen. Okay, that's a high quality. So I'm now going to mooch it by pressing mooch. You can tell literally just by the way she's reeling it in that it's going to be high quality because she has to strain the fishing rod so much more. Okay, so we caught a wahoo, but what they're basically saying is that you're going to have to catch a high quality of the first fish and then catch a high quality of the wahoo as well, and then you will be able to get the Titanic sawfish. So we're hoping for 2 high qualities in a row. So in the meantime, I can just quickly check my fishing log to see what fish I've caught here. So the fishing log does, you know, keep a note of everywhere you fished before, what fish you've caught there, and also there's also a record of the heaviest fish you've caught in each category, which you can see here on the records. So you have coastlines, you have deep sea, lakes, rivers, dune fishing, sky fishing, and so on. So it's something for the people who really like fishing a lot to aim for, is to try and finish the entire fishing log and get the biggest possible catches in each area. Which is something I might do eventually, once I've finished other things that I want to do beforehand. Now, fishing is extremely simple in this game. Like, there's nothing to it. You don't have to like move the rod left or right like in Final Fantasy 11 or anything like that. You simply just wait for all your rod to move and just hope for the best and make sure you have the right equipment and gear for it. There we go. So I need to mooch it. I just pray that the second one is high quality as well. And the thing about it as well, that getting experience in fishing is actually extremely fast as well. So leveling up fishing to 50 is one of the easiest things to get to 50. So don't be put off by it if you find it boring or whatever. You will get it to 50 a lot quicker than other crafts. There we go, high quality. Okay, so I'm going to mooch again. So I do like the high quality fishing animation, the sort of feeling that you're really putting effort into reeling the fish in. Okay, so I caught a silver shark. So let me read that again. So let me just read the quest text again. So it says, start with a lugworm, catch a merfolk gobby, then perform fish wheeling to net a yahoo. Another round of fish wheeling or mooching, if you must, will allow you to get your hands on a Titanic sawfish. So, maybe I actually have to, for the shark, you have to catch a high quality one of that as well. Maybe you need 3 in a row. Now the good thing in this game as well, that you always have these achievements for the number of things you've done. So for example, if I go now to check on gathering, go to fishing, and I look at Fanalan, we can see, let's see. So all these fish I'm catching would count towards one of these achievements. Let's see if this counts towards this achievement, 41 to 50 waters, so let's check. You see that? So it went from 242 to 243. So basically, even though it might seem like you're basically just standing here catching fish endlessly, it's always building towards something. Like, the reason to get these achievements done is so eventually you can unlock the Luminary fishing rod, which is a great looking rod that you can get once you've finished enough fishing. And using the vanity system, you can see they're projectable, yes, you are able to make your other fishing rods look like the Luminary should you replace it. So it's a nice thing to eventually aim for, but it's also a way of saying that you're not wasting time in the game by doing these things, that it's all building towards something. But at the end of the day, it is an MMO. It's meant to provide you with content for many weeks, months, years. You know, it's not something that you're meant to finish in one day, because otherwise it'll just be a single player game. It is a massively multiplayer online game for this purpose. Now, one thing that they have implemented in Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn to prevent bots is to make sure that if you fish in one place too much, eventually you just can't catch fish. You'll get a message on your screen saying, you know, the fish are suspicious of you and so on. So in order to get around that, you just have to move to another place and then fish. And when I say move, literally, like, I could change from standing there to there and it'll be enough. But it's just to basically show that yes, you are a human being doing the fishing and you're not just some machine, and that you do react to the warning messages on your screen. Okay, so let's hope. So now the weather's clearing up, you can see a nice view out into the ocean. And let's hope as well for a third mooch in a row so I can get this Titanic swordfish. Okay, that's weird. I'm fairly sure I'm fishing in the right place, but for whatever reason I'm just catching silverfish. Well, I'm going to keep doing this until I get it, really. I just want it over and done with. I mean, that's the way I approach the game, is that when I set my mind on something, I just keep doing it until it's done. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I mean, it was like this as well. If you've seen my level 50 fishing quest video where we had to do a double mooch as well, it's just RNG. You just have to wait for it to finally finish. But basically, if you give up, then it's never going to happen. You just have to stick it out until you get it. Okay, so I just randomly got a one of the challenges for fishing. There you go. Yeah, catch 30 fish. So I just got the challenge log for that. If I catch 4 more high quality, I get another one. So this is something I unlocked in the previous episode, the challenge log, and you get these bonuses on a week by week basis. What this is saying, when it says gather 100 items comparable level to your own, as in it basically is just saying get something which is from the highest gathering nodes in the game. So if you're level 50, you have to catch it from the 40 plus nodes. So I guess it's good that we're doing this quest because it might get my challenge log finished at the same time. So like I said, it's another thing they add in it. So they always just want to make sure that when you're doing something, it's always leading to some sort of bonus or something so that you do get rewarded for your time, that you're not just wasting it. So, oh, just randomly got a goat skin map just then, if you saw. I'm starting to think it's a good thing that I bought so much of the bait. It's like to see if I'm going to actually need all of it. I'm sure fishermen in real life would wish they could reel in fish this quickly. As with everything, patience is always a good thing, a good trait to have, and just don't give up. Don't give up hope. Eventually you will get what you want. I mean, they've obviously designed this in a certain way that you're not going to just catch on the first fish. Like, you are going to have to keep trying for a while before you actually get it. Because it is a big fish, you know, so if they're talking about the one big legendary fish, then they can't expect you to just catch it after 5 minutes. I am surprised though that, given that I'm catching level 3 fish, that I'm not getting high qualities a lot more often, especially given that I'm level 50 with pretty much maximum stats. But that's RNG for you. Okay, so there's a high quality. Gonna mooch it. I mean, that's the thing, when you're hoping for 2, 3, 4 high qualities in a row, you can see how frustrating it can be. But the catch time, I mean, I'm catching fish, what, every like 10 seconds, so it's not like I have to wait long between attempts. Quality, so I'll mooch. The 2 more high quality, and I get the fishing challenge done. Another 2,000 gil. I mean, all this bonus gil will really add up over time because it will like allow you to save up for the personal housing, which I think is what people should be aiming for. I mean, I've been talking about personal housing since The Realm Reborn came out, and they are talking about getting it ready for the game. They're just doing some calculations on the server right now to see what the servers can handle in terms of stress. I always do wonder about the processes that happen in the background. Like, is there a process for... let me just move somewhere else for now. Maybe changing position will help. Is there a process for basically, will he catch high quality? Yes, no, rolling. It's like, yes. Then, is he going to roll high quality again? Rolling. Yes or no? You know, it's like, how does it work in the background? So, let's hope it's soon, and that this doesn't turn into like some 4-hour episode. Okay, it's high quality, so now mooch. I'm just thinking about like what else I need to do, because as you can see I've already unlocked so many new features in the game and there's still more to unlock. Like I still need to unlock Leviathan and look at the new relic quests and so on. So one more high quality fish and I can finish the challenge log for high quality fish for the week. And it will reset on Tuesday morning at 1 AM Pacific time, which is in my case 9 AM UK time. Come on, Titanic Sawfish. Let's see you, you know. Now, for some people who might be watching, they might love this, you know, they love the fishing and love to see will they get it, will they not get it. But maybe for some other people, by me doing this, I'll put them off fishing for life, you know, so it's really down to your own preference, really, if you like these sort of challenges. Like, I only enjoy this for the challenge of it, like, will I actually get this Titanic Sawfish or not? Only a matter of time. The more I do it, the more I'm increasing the chances of getting it finished. Now, do you remember though, one thing they did say, that the weather and the day and everything does affect the chances of getting this. So it's possible that I'm fishing this at the wrong time, or the wrong weather, the wrong whatever. So we just have to wait and see. Like, for all we know, maybe it has to be raining or something for this fish to appear. So I'm sure later on, you know, once big fishing has been out for a while, then you'll be able to look up this fish and know for a fact, like, it will say, like, you can only catch it during this weather or whatever. Okay, so that's that challenge done. Another 2,000 gil, which is always welcome. Now, I do wonder if there's any clue or hint as to what the weather needs to be in order to catch this. Let's see what other... do 20 leave quests, let's see. Fates, PvP. Oh, couldn't help but notice I just caught a silver shark straight away then. So Mooch. So like I said, I'm curious, for this Titanic sawfish, what is the requirement to catch it? Okay. So, like, you catch the first fish high quality, then you need to catch a high quality wahoo, and then you have the chance of the Titanic sawfish. But you can see sometimes I'm catching the first high quality, and then getting straight to the silver shark without catching a wahoo. So it is really RNG based on multiple levels. This RNG is whether you'll get high quality, but there's also high RNG as to, like, if you'll catch the right high quality in the right order. So I might just quickly check online to see what sort of weather conditions and when you can catch it and so on. It is awesome the way the weather changes in this game as well. Like even while we've been fishing, you can see how it changes. Okay, mooch. I will not give up until I have the fish. Let's see. 120 free bait to go. Which means that since we've been here, caught more than 60 fish. Okay, let's mooch again. Whenever I play these sort of games, I will be looking off at the distance, for example at this island, I'm thinking, I wonder what's there. Why can't I go there? Okay, I'm going to try 5 more times. If I don't get it, I'm going to quickly go to the marker board and just buy it. Because I don't want the video to last 10 hours trying to catch this fish. lot more 2.2 to explore. Usually I would, but it's just because it's patch day, so I need to get on and do other things. So 4 more attempts. Three more attempts. Let's just hope people are not charging like 100,000 gil for it. Only 2 more attempts after, if this one is not it. Okay, 2 more. One more after this. Okay, now this will be the last attempt. And it's funny, like, how the weather is becoming all gloomy and whatever in game. It's actually becoming gloomy in real life. I just heard thunder outside. Okay, so that's a good time for me to stop. So let me now return to Limsa, see if I can just buy the thing and then turn it in. And we can pretend that I just caught it, you know, just between me and you, you know. I certainly put in the effort for it. I must have just been doing it in the wrong weather or something, or the wrong time of day, or I don't know. So let's see if there's even any for sale. Let's see, Titanic sawfish. How much are they? They have 45,000 gil. Lol. Whatever. Literally, I just want this done. So, and if I get another one later on, I will just simply sell it myself. So, 45,000 gil's not that bad to us these days because making gil's really easy now. So let's see. Fisherman's bottom. I'm obviously not going to buy one for 500,000 or whatever the other person was charging for it. Okay, let's talk now to Wawa Logo. So the deed is done, or is the dream dead? Did you catch a Titanic sawfish? Let's hand it over. It says, legend says that this gargantuan saltwater fish once ripped a 100-man galleon in two with its saw-like head. A Titanic sawfish by the belly bursting with bream, valiant adventurer, fine fisher, now the news. It was but once that I caught an old one, 10 years younger I was. Bloody and bruised were my hands afterwards, sliced like sirloin steaks by the rod and line. Was I afraid? Never. Fishing is a fever that burns too fierce for fear. The old one you seek wallows in the waters off the Brewer's beacon. Mayhap you hear her? Listen, alas, Western Lanosia lacks a proper prop pen QT. I used a Yumi Kuzon, if I remember, and I do very vividly as we do vanished valuables. A clear day it was, and sun high in the sky. The hour, I know not, nor need to know. The old one needs all your knowledge and skill to catch, valiant adventurer, and exceptional equipment is an excellent means to an end, to be sure. Go fish, Mithrie, the second best fisher in Eorzea. Go fish. So it says, a gathering rate of 290 or higher is required to successfully catch an old one. The fish will escape otherwise, so equip yourself accordingly before performing this task. Okay. So basically, the big fishing quest does continue. But I'm not going to be continuing in this video. I spent so long trying to catch the first one, so I'll just forget this one for now and I'll try it later on. So anyway, that's how big fishing works. You really have to just keep trying and trying until you get it, and so on. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie.